Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's currently June 20th, 2025. It's about 7:30 in the evening. 75, 77 degrees out here, somewhere around there. And it feels like it. Going for a late ride. Wasn't going to go today. I'm kind of sore. I did a brake replacement video or pad replacement video and 2 morning bike rides yesterday. So, I'm sore. But I'm also bored. And I was watching other people's ride videos and I got motivated to go ride my bike. So here I am. On my bike. I was going to say something else and I completely forgot what I was going to say. Kind of sounds like something I do. Yeah, so like the last 2 days I've supposed to have been editing a massive amount of videos I have backlogged, and I'm just like, I've been procrastinating really bad. It's like I'm betting my whole future on YouTube, but YouTube's starting to feel like something I have to do as opposed to something I want to do. And that's what kills things for me. Like, I get really, really into something for a long time, and then it starts to become habitual and like necessary as opposed to something I really want to do, and then I don't want to do it, but I still want to do YouTube. But it's just like, it's becoming tedious. Not making the videos is the fun part, but editing is the tedious part. Coming up with titles and thumbnails and weird things to say, and the vlogging part is difficult. I don't have the most interesting life. And my ears are plugged up right now. I can only hear about half of what's going on around me right now. So I'm determined to go home and edit some videos. I got one loaded up in the Power Director for making of shorts. That's what I'm planning on doing when I get home. I don't know if I'm going to upload anything today, but plan is to edit. And I was kind of sleepy and nodding off, and I needed to get out here and wake the hell up. It's a lot easier to edit videos when I'm not falling asleep between clips. Got to keep the creative mental juices flowing and being awake. When you start getting drowsy and nodding off and actually falling asleep between short clip editing, you start to lose your ability to come up with snazzy titles. You know, another reason why I know I've gained weight is because I keep bumping my monitors with my stomach. That hasn't happened for a while. I keep having to readjust them because I keep bumping into them now. think I'm just going to stick over here right now. I really don't want to head, I don't want to head west right now because the sun's going down, but still high enough to blind me. And as you know, it's like 7:30ish and it's going to be getting dark pretty soon. You know this because I mentioned it. There's a cat right there. Please don't double back, cat. Don't double back, cat. There we go. God damn. First part of Genevieve kind of sucks a lot. As aforementioned, I've run out of stuff to talk about, so I'm primarily going to be writing, unless, like usual, I start talking a lot because, I don't know, it's what I do. It's what I do. That was a nice watery mist I got from the guy watering his yard. I don't lament the mist. It's still pretty warm out here. Thank you for your unintentional misting of me, my friend. Camera looks a little off, a little tilted, but whatever. There are some really nice old houses around here. There's like a lot of two-story houses, especially along this street. I don't know what the particular style of the houses are because I'm not a real estate kind of guy, but they're nice looking and they're well maintained and well kept. Unlike our house is starting to fall apart because mom can't really afford to fix it and I'm not very handy. I'm handy when it comes to bikes and stuff, but other stuff not so much. I mean, I used to fix our sprinklers, where our sprinklers would mysteriously break every so often. And no, I didn't run over them with the lawnmower. Well, maybe once or twice, but it was a good thing I knew how to fix them, I guess. But no, a lot of times we'd go out there and we'd go to water. We don't use our sprinklers anymore, but when we did, we'd be like, oh, hey, look, it's the Fountain of Wayne. I.e., it looks like a mini hydrant's going off on the edge of the street because somebody broke our frickin' the head of the frickin' sprinkler off. They didn't steal the sprinklers, they were just breaking them for some reason. It's like somebody was walking along and kicking them. What the hell? It may have been people looking for recycling in our trash can because we actually recycle our bottles and cans, and they were pissed because we actually do the right thing. And they were like, you took away my income, I'm taking away your sprinkler head. I'm making that up. But, you know, it could happen. It could have happened. Could be the reason why. God damn it, squirrel, don't just sit there and move. What the hell? I thought that was a branch, but it was a squirrel just like having a flight or flight or whatever the hell is moment. Fight or flight? I hope not fight. That'd be suck if I'm riding along and a squirrel says, I'm done running. I'm gonna get you, Larry, and just jumps at me as I'm going towards it. Oh my God, what the hell? E-biker gets destroyed by rabid squirrel. That'd be an interesting news headline. Hello. They were carrying a dog. I did not realize that. I heard, unless the lady was barking at me because he said hey, so maybe she's a barking lady. I don't know. Maybe she's got the barking version of Tourette's. I'm not making fun of people with Tourette's, but that would be hilarious. And if she was my girlfriend, I would take her everywhere. I call her my emotional support wife or girlfriend. Dang it. I'm gonna get canceled for that joke, but it's alright, it's worth it. Something flashy up there. What is that? It's like a neighborhood EV or a tractor with LEDs on it. I must go investigate. I'm very curious now as to what that is. It looks like a neighborhood EV with LEDs. That was an electric lifted neighborhood EV with LEDs. got a smattering of dust in my right eye. It was interesting, seeing as there's no visible dust anywhere, but dust managed to make its way in there just for me. Shit, someone's coming on my right. Someone else is coming on my right. And I am golden pony boy. Dang it. That was rough. Ow. You know, it sounds like a kazoo there, I know, right? It actually sounds like a busted party kazoo. Sounds like a kazoo that's been passed around between like 10 different people at a New Year's party. They all took turns on the kazoo of my nose. That is my nose. That was my nose. I don't know where that came from. That line of thought just popped into my head and I felt the need to share. Well, I timed my westward advance just about right because, as you can see, the sun is not blinding us. I say us because I do realize that when I ride in this direction and the sun's in my face, or in any direction the sun's in my face, you guys also share the joy of being blinded by my videos. Makes me wish I had a GoPro with those optional lenses that you can put on there now to dampen the brightness of the what's in front of you. But that's a long way off. Long way off, if ever. Just being realistic. realism sucks. I wish I could just live in the land of fantasy all the time, but I can only play video games so much before my brain wants to just melt out of my ears. I think I'm actually just going to turn around now. I was going to go to the park, but I don't feel like it now. Hello. Funny, my rear brake will squeak initially, then if I let go and squeeze again, it kind of stops. I totally figured it out, bro. I just got to brake, not brake, brake. And something has joined my right eye and flying into my left eye. Dang it. So I'm headed home in there. I'm really starting to feel the 3 rides in 2 days. It's a helicopter. It's in the sky. That's where they belong. That's where they live. They live in the sky, and they rest on the ground. Sometimes they fall out of the sky, and then they blow up on the ground. That's just sad. It's just sad. That guy wasn't going to stop, man. I'm glad I was there, because if he hadn't stopped for me, he would have been right in front of that compact vehicle. It's way too much of a hurry to be rolling through my neighborhood, man. Slow the fuck down. One F word of video is not bad, and it's not in the first 30 seconds, so I shouldn't get de-algorithmed for that. I shouldn't get the ban hammer from the algorithm. Wow, that guy was driving recklessly as well. I guess it's that kind of evening. I definitely want to go home now. And look at that, I'm home. There's something hard in my mouth. What the hell? Like a piece of stone in my mouth. Oh, the piece of tooth didn't break off. Wait a minute. Nope. Not the piece of tooth I wanted it to be, at least. Why is that gate open? Our little white gate's open. I don't know if Mom opened it and forgot, or... I don't know. It's like she was working on the yard, trimming the hedges on the side of the house. by the pile of... Oh, no, the gate's open. Oh, was he needing to... Oh, okay, I got it. I'm sorry. The little white gate's open over here. Okay. Our Charlie, yeah. My mom's boyfriend, Charlie, is here trying to fix our sink issue. We've got sewage backing up into our kitchen sink, which is awesome because now there's dishes everywhere we can't wash. So, great. If it ain't one thing, it's another thing with this house, man. Apparently he was here and my mom was trying to explain something to him and he got frustrated and went to the Legion to get a drink because he's a veteran. I think he's Army or Air Force. I think he's Army. But he got upset. He's kind of old. He's in his 70s or 80s. Has two hip replacements, and he's a handyman, and still works. He's hale for his age. Anywho, yeah, that was that ride. Little 7.3 mile ride. Forgot to mention that when I checked it just now. I was thinking about other things like our jacked up sinks. Bought Green Gobbler. Supposed to be a really good drain cleaner. I wouldn't buy it again because it didn't work. It made the matter worse. Because our sinks were not full of sewage before, but now they are. So don't buy Green Gobbler. It didn't work. I got a refund for it on Amazon. I said I didn't want my money back. Actually, I got my mom's money back for her because she paid for it. I also tried using blueberry extract to see if that made me feel any better. That didn't do. It made me feel worse, so I got a refund for that too. Because it's like, no, not paying for something that makes me feel sick when I can eat regular blueberries and feel perfectly fine. Why would the extract bother me? Anyways, I'm done. Remember to have a wonderful whatever, wherever you are. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on post notifications if you feel so inclined. Thanks for all my viewers, all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. And with that, I will see you all in my next e-bike video. Goodbye.